I'm strong, you know, I'm strong. I can arm wrestle. Do you want to arm wrestle? No. I've been taking...
These videos are satiric reviews. You don't have to agree, but don't bitch about it.
Y'all know Crispin Glover, right? The man who personifies weird. The man whose aura just almost just jumps out and rubs you the wrong way. The man is a unique oddity, from his name to his appearance to him just being him. I mean, if his name didn't annoy you, the chances are his antics will. He's the former Back to the Future actor who sued the studio for using his likeness in the sequels. A topic I intend on covering on this channel one of these days. Someone jot that down. He's also notable for his work in the Charlie's Angels movies, where he played, well, himself, basically. And he'd continue to play that role in the Charlie's Angels sequel, Willard. He's a guy who was blacklisted from Hollywood, but still continued to make a name for himself and live comfortably. Know him? Know him? Remember him? Okay, good. You're all caught up now. Well, in July of 1987, before I was even walking the earth, Crispin was invited to the Late Night Show with David Letterman to promote his upcoming movie of River's Edge.
Now starring in a motion picture called River's Edge. Folks, please welcome Crispin Glover.
And it was during this interview that he presumably lost his fucking mind. You know, something's a little bit more off, you know, more off than usual for Crispin. You may notice his odd posture and his mix and match wardrobe scheme. It looks like he just opened his dresser drawers and just grabbed whatever he could to get out there. He looks like what I'd imagine the kid from the Wonder Years grown up would look like. And no, I'm not gonna go on one of my "this guy looks like" rants. Lord knows we'd be here all fucking day. Though, he does look like Marilyn Manson freshman year, doesn't he? I'm not gonna talk about it. That's right, I'm not gonna talk about any of that crap. I'm not gonna talk about how he looks like the love child of Sid and Phoebe from Hey Arnold. Not gonna mention it. Not gonna go there. I'm better than that. Putting myself above that. Not doing it. I won't even mention that this man is clearly wearing a wig on the Late Night Show. No. Instead of berating him on his life choices, I'm going to let him speak for himself.
Are things going all right this summer?
I'm having a very good summer.
Yeah. Where do you live now? You live in Los Angeles?
Yes, that's right. In Los Angeles. I just bought a nice condominium.
For a time you lived in Hollywood? You lived on Hollywood Boulevard?
No.
Had an apartment overlooking Hollywood Boulevard? Had a big high building you lived in? Big tower on Hollywood?
No.
Do you do a lot of television shows?
Oh, yes, now because I've been in movies that are big and I'm a movie star, so I feel really good about it. So.
I notice you have something there in the case.
Uh-oh. Something's in that case? This is gonna go bad quick. This went from Letterman to Bowling for Columbine in a matter of minutes. I'm serious. Throw this picture next to the Columbine killers and you fucking tell me that it doesn't fit.
I knew that this was going to happen, and can I tell you, because the press, they can do things, they can twist things around, and because...
How much longer until he goes into Alex Jones territory? You know, I'm just wondering, how much longer before this dude loses his shit and just goes off about gay frogs and his hatred of tranny porn?
Look, the press says things about you in the paper. This is a paper, the LA Weekly.
Okay, so I wasn't all that far off, apparently. I was trying to make a joke, but there was some real there.
In Los Angeles, and they said about me la-di-da. It was that I went to a club, frenzy.
He's now reading articles about himself in the paper. I mean, how sad is this? Reading comments your audience made about you and reacting to them? I mean, good way of showing you don't give a damn. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, that's different. That's different because I did that. It makes it different. Totally different if I do it. Not a hypocrite. Totally different thing. Completely different context. Not even the same scenario. Forget about it.
Paul, anything you'd like to add here?
And then another one, they said...
This guy seems like he's either on drugs or he needs to be prescribed some. What the hell is wrong with him? I mean, how long before he gets escorted out from the building?
They said Crispin Glover
Paul,
was
is this the first time you've seen another guy drown? Is this the first time you've watched a guy die?
This is the other thing. They said Crispin
them.
Glover was pinstriped and greased up for the occasion. To him, guess some people are turned on by Brill cream.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
They don't.
You seem to be
People try to
distraught.
make me sound a lot weird. I'm strong, you know. I'm strong. I can arm wrestle. You know, I take apart. These aren't mine. I can kick.
Okay. I'll be back. Okay. Welcome back to the show. We're running a little short of time tonight. I would have loved to chatted more with Crispin Glover, but...
Oh, not that long apparently. Now, if you haven't for some reason seen this footage before, you're probably thinking, just like the audience watching in the studio was thinking, and just like the people at home in front of their TV sets were thinking, and that is simply, what the fuck was that? I mean, was that a mental breakdown? Did he smoke crack before he stepped out on stage? Why would a human being do this? Why would they step out on live television dressed like this? Acting like this?
Did you enjoy that, Paul?
It was an interesting segment.
Yeah.
Well, luckily for all answers, I like to go straight to the source. And thank God we have Crispin Glover here to explain himself.
Hi. Good to see you. How are you? I wasn't expecting one of the guests to actually kick me. You know?
Well, I didn't make contact or actually kick.
No, but those were not your normal clothes, were they, Crispin?
Well, they're mine. I own them.
He has yet to say a word, and I think he's already summed up the situation pretty perfectly. He was clearly on a coke high that he still hasn't come down from yet. Just look at him throughout this interview. He's very overly excitable and fidgeting around like his former co-star Michael J. Fox at a rave. These are hardly movements as they are involuntary spasms. He's laughing like he's auditioning to be the next on-screen Joker, and honestly, you know what? If we let Jared Leto do it, I think that this guy's more than earned his chance.
Just explain what you had hoped to accomplish by that little presentation.
Well,
You know, you're seconds away from being slapped. Now, Crispin, now wait a minute. Well, just tell the folks what you were going to do, because clearly that you're not the same guy.
It's this kind of thing, you know, it's this, so you want me to explain myself is what...
Well, yeah, and I wish we had the time now, and then we'll do a commercial, and when we come back, you just tell us what you were up to, and then we'll visit about other things, all right? Okay.
No, loud and clear, perfect. I totally understand what you're saying now. Tramp stamp legit above this man's ass because he's as real as it gets. They actually needed to go to commercial break before he even came up with an answer as to why he did what he did? What were you doing was somebody feeding him the answers? What the fuck is that?
I feel like I should take, I shouldn't say anything, but I'll say it was, it was kind of, I wanted it to be this interesting kind of a thing.
Okay, so Crispin really didn't do a great job of explaining himself here. But hopefully, this interview I have of him will just clear it all up. We'll all come to a consensus understanding.
I don't confirm or deny whether I was on the David Letterman show. I like there to be an air of mystery.
Okay, nope, that didn't do any of that shit. But maybe this one that I have, maybe this one's gonna be the one that does the trick.
What I say is that I neither in popular media, I neither confirm nor deny that I was on the David Letterman show. But at the which of course is funny. It's a little bit hard. I know we don't have a lot of time, but the way once you question media,
yeah,
and propaganda. And then they ended up coming up with like a quote of a book. I'd never seen it before. I rarely get thrown in an interview, but I did get thrown by this.
All right, fuck it. No, he's just going to repeat himself over and over again and give no real answer. So I guess I'll just have to do some deep analyzing here myself. A lot of people speculate that he was high during these shows. And that's possible. That's definitely a possibility. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a good possibility. But personally to me, it seems like Crispin here was intent on doing something memorable. Trying to make a moment in the same likes of Andy Kaufman's performance on Letterman.
I will sue you for everything you have. I will sue you. You're a... As far as I'm concerned, you hear me? I am sorry to use those words on television. I apologize to all my fans. I'm sorry. But you're a...
I think you can use some of those words on TV.
Or Joaquin Phoenix, also on Letterman years later.
It's been 3 years since the last time you were on the show, and I will just say right off the top here, you look different than I remember. You and who else is in it? What's her name? Beautiful, lovely... Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow.
A further proof of this is Crispin's choice of attire. Not only was he wearing the bizarre getup of a weave and platform shoes, but this was actually the exact outfit he'd wear in the movie Reuben and Ed, of which he played Reuben, in case you're wondering. While Reuben and Ed did come out much later in 1991, it was going through developmental hell at the time, and Crispin had already had his name attached to the project. So maybe he was just trying to gain a little bit more intrigue for this project that he knew may never come out. Overall, regardless of what his intent was, I'd say Crispin Glover provided us all with a very memorable moment, and if you needed further proof, all these years later, 2018, and I'm still talking about it, and I'm willing to bet some of you guys are, down in the comment section.
I mean, that was a long time ago now. That was 1986? 7. So that was 20 years ago.
So with that being said, I'm the Social Injustice Warrior V Infuso, and if you like the words that came out of my mouth hole and you too want to become a VTard, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's plenty more where this video came from. Follow me on Twitter because, hell, why not? It's not considered stalking if it's on the internet, am I right? And don't forget to join the Discord. I don't have anything catchy to add to that, but just join it. Just go do it. And if you have a free moment of time and a free $1 to spare, then head over to my Patreon, where for just $1, you too could help keep this boat afloat. And if you don't have that $1, but you do have a free moment of time, then hit the share button. It will help me out tremendously.
The VTards, oh.